You know how developers and sysadmins seem to work some kind of magic on their computers, just typing a few commands? Well, that magic is usually happening right in the Linux command line. It might look a little scary at first, but it's really your key to unlocking some serious power and efficiency. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back that curtain and get you started.
I'm sure you've been there. You open up a terminal, you see that blinking cursor, and you feel completely lost. It's like a blank page with zero instructions. Trust me, we've all been there. But by the end of this, we're going to flip that script and turn that feeling into total confidence and control.
So, what's the game plan? First, we'll start with the absolute basics, figuring out where you are and how to move around. Then, we're going to get our hands dirty, creating and managing files and folders. After that, I'm going to let you in on a little secret that'll make you feel like a pro, creating your own custom shortcuts. We'll tie it all together in a hands-on lab, and then I'll leave you with some key tips to keep you going.
Okay, first things first. Before you can build anything or manage anything, you gotta know where you are. This first part is all about getting your bearings in the file system.
The very first command you should probably know is pwd. It stands for Print Working Directory. Just think of it like the "you are here" dot on a mall map. You type pwd, hit enter, and bam! It tells you your exact location, something like /home/user/documents. It's your anchor. All right, now let's talk about actually moving around with the cd command, which means change directory. Sure, you can type out a whole long path to jump somewhere, but the real magic is in these shortcuts. cd tilde is like your instant teleport back to your home folder, no matter where you are. cd ... takes you up one level, kind of like stepping out of a room and into the hallway. And cd negative, oh, this one's a lifesaver. It zaps you right back to the last directory you were just in. Super handy. And here is a tip that will immediately make you feel 10 times faster. Start typing a directory name, hit the Tab key, and the system just finishes it for you. It's not just about speed. It gets rid of typos, which, let's be honest, are a huge pain when you're just starting out. So, you're comfortable moving around now, right? Let's start actually, well, doing stuff. In this section, we're going to learn how to create and remove files and directories. The ls command is like flipping on the lights in a room. Just typing ls shows you what's in there. But the real power comes when you add these little things called flags. Adding a reveals all the hidden files, and using lh, that gives you this beautiful detailed list with file sizes that you can actually understand, like 1.2K instead of a bunch of numbers. Making a directory? Super simple. Just type mkdir and the name. But what if you need to create a folder, inside another folder that doesn't even exist yet? That's where the -p flag is an absolute game changer. It lets you create that whole chain of nested directories in one shot. It saves so much time. Okay, now, for one of the most important commands you are ever going to learn, and that is rm, for remove. This is how we delete things. And I really need you to pay close attention here because this command is incredibly powerful.
And I'm not kidding about this. With great power comes, well, you know the rest. You have to be careful.
So here's the deal, and let's be crystal clear. When you use rm to remove something, especially a directory, it is gone, for good. There is no recycle bin, there's no trash can, there's no undo button. The files are just permanently deleted.
But don't panic, okay? There's a safety net. It's the I flag, which stands for interactive. If you use it, the system will literally ask you, hey, are you sure? Before it deletes anything. And if you combine it, rm-ri, it'll ask you for confirmation on every single item. This is the safe way to do it. Speaking of safety, wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have to remember to type -i every single time? Well, you're in luck. Now we're going to learn how to create our own custom shortcuts called aliases to make things not just safer, but way more efficient. So what is an alias? It's really simple. It's just a shortcut, a nickname that you create for a longer command. It's all about working smarter, not harder. And this is the perfect example. See, before, you have to rely on your memory to type rm-i every single time. But after, you just create an alias once. You tell the system, hey, from now on, whenever I type rm, what I really mean is rm-i. It's a one-time setup that basically makes your system safer by default. And managing these is a piece of cake. Just type alias on its own to see all the shortcuts you've got. And if you ever want to go back to the original, unalias just removes your custom shortcut. You're always in control.
Oh, and here's another quick tip for efficiency. You can chain a bunch of commands together using a semicolon. So this command right here will run all three of those one after the other, and you only have to hit enter once.
Pretty cool, right?
All right, enough talk. Theory is great, but practice is where this stuff really sticks. Let's walk through a quick hands-on lab and put all these new skills to the test. Okay, you can do this right along with me. First, cd shift to get back home. Next, let's use that powerful nest p flag with mk there to create that whole nested structure at once. Then use ls-lh to check out what you just made. Now for some navigation practice. Dive deep into that new folder structure and then use cd- to jump right back. To finish up, let's clean up our workspace with the safe rm-ri command. And for the grand finale, set up that safety alias we talked about. And boom, you just did it. You just used everything we learned.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground, didn't we? So let's wrap this all up with a quick summary of the most important things to remember and what you should think about next.
So, if you remember nothing else, remember these 3 things. First, always be careful with RM. Use the interactive flag, or better yet, set up an alias. Second, make mkdirp your best friend for creating directories. It'll save you so much time. And finally, don't forget about cd-. It will seriously speed up your workflow.
And that's a wrap. You now have the solid, foundational skills to get around and manage a Linux system with confidence. So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you know how to do it, what's the first powerful alias you're going to create to make your command line truly your own?